Hey everyone, we're going to talk about cleaning your bottoms up long draw system. We provide you with these cleaning canisters at the end of an install, and often we're giving you a walkthrough of how the system works with it. We just want to talk about how it works and how often you should clean your system and how simple it is. Typically everything will come either in your kegerator or at the end of an install. Everything will kind of be in this cardboard box. Most of the stuff will be out of it. We provide you with the canister, some cleaning powder, and a nice kind of cleaning nozzle for your keg couplers here on top of the dispenser, the unscrew. So what you're going to want to do is unscrew this top part. Do it with one hand here. You're going to fill this up with some warm water and also adding a scoop or two of this clean flow powder. Inside this there is a yellow scoop and the directions on how much to use. I like to use 1 to 2 scoops per bucket here, and this is about 1.1 gallons. Alright, so we're filling up some warm water. You don't want to do hot because it could affect the beer lines itself, cause some warping. So I'm just going to top this up. I'm going to do one line today, so I'm going to fill up about halfway here. And I'm just going to add a little bit, about a half scoop here of the powder. And once you get the powder in there, you'll notice the liquid will turn blue. That's totally normal. That lets you know it's cleaning mode. Once you have your cap back on here, it's always a good idea just to give the cup a little bit of a shake. Make sure all that powder in there gets dissolved, and then you can walk into your cooler and just get ready to rock and roll on your long draw system. All right, so inside the walk-in cooler, you see this is our blended gas setup. There are no beer pumps like some older models you might see. It just kind of depends on the individual install itself and the length of the run, all those things. So we're going to be working with line 6 here. So all the lines are numbered left to right. This is 1 through 12. The blue lines are always your even numbers. So let's take off. Maybe. There we go. Take off that, and then this canister works just like a keg would. Same style, you got your notches there. You just push that in, lock it in place. As long as your gas is on, I don't know if you can hear the hissing or not. We're good to bleed some of our cleaner through, move up to the dispenser. All right, we're cleaning this line here. We see we've got some sediment for sure, just from beers over time. When we bleed off some of this line here, you see it leads to our drainage tank. And what we want is just to see some of the cleaner coming through. We got some bubbles happening there. I think it's a good start for the system here. All right, up here at the dispenser, we've got an older circuit board style. You'll see it has Purge mode on there. If you have the newer black circuit boards with just the 3 buttons on there, you're going to press the small and medium buttons together where all 3 will light up. That's how you get into this Purge or manual mode we're about to go in. The old style boards, we just hit Purge. And so this is manual override. Nothing's going to come out unless we tell it to. So what we want to do is take a glass, and we've got our drain hole here in the center of the dispenser. And if you have the newer style, you're just going to press any of the size buttons to open the valve. On this older one, press start. I like to put a glass over it just in case there's a big pop of air. Shouldn't be, since there's already liquid through. What you want is to see the beer cleared out. We want to see the blue cleaning liquid coming out. Depending on the length of the run, it could vary on your time. There we go, we're starting to see the beer clear out. And the cleaning powder's coming through there. See, that's cleaner right there. So once your cleaner has come through, you can move on to the next line, do the same process where you hook up the keg coupler to the canister, move down. You want to keep about 7 to 9 minutes of contact time or leaving the cleaner in there to kind of let everything soak and do its job. Once you're ready to flush things, with clean water. Before we do anything, you want to depressurize the canister. That's to just pull out on this little ring here. Then you're good to open this up and fill this up with this cold water. All right, so I dumped out the cleaner that was left in here, gave it a rinse, and then now I just filled it up with plain old water. And we're going to use this to flush out the line that we just have soaking in cleaner. Just screw that on, make sure it's nice and snug, and we can put our keg tap on there and purge through at the dispenser. All right, so back here at the dispenser, we're still in our purge mode. We got our glass over here. I'm going to hit start. And now we're just going to be running through, see where it kind of changes from our blue cleaner water to clean water. There might be some foaming action as the kind of chunks, there we go. We'll get some of that old crusty beer stains through. And for this, you can run the clean water through longer than the cleaner, so we'll make sure everything's been flushed out. Let it run for a while and go back to check. And if we need to, we can even do another cycle again to get any remnants out. Stop there for now. Go back and check our work. Once you've flushed everything out with water up front and it looks nice and clean, which just looks pretty spotless, you can tap your keg, make sure your gas is on, bleed a little out the top there so we get it started, and go up to our dispenser and we'll run our beer through. All right, back here at our dispenser, we're gonna flush out the water that was left in the line and get our nice cold beer running through. So I usually keep 2 hands on the glass there. So I bled off some water earlier, so this is kind of why we're getting some foaming action and a little burst as we're getting our beer mixed back in there. Everything cool back down. All right, let's go ahead and stop that. So once you've got your beer run through, it looks nice and clear, it's not some foam like we had that startup. The lines are clean and good to go. You can always check your work. Pouring a nice delicious beer.